right? But nonetheless, we want to thank God for having us here this evening, and I want to welcome you to the first annual Christmas dinner and official launch of Protectors of Democracy and the Rule of Law, right? Which is the youngest and newest NGO on the Trinidad, I don't want to say market, you have to excuse me, I'm a businessman, so market is always in my mind, right? But what we want to do, I want to invite you guys as we get started. We all love our country. You all love Trinidad and Tobago? Yes. Right, I got a better response to that than the good evening. So I can believe that you all do love the country. So what I want to invite you all to do is stand and help me start the proceedings by singing our national anthem. We can show our patriotism. You know, when you're in the US and the anthem plays, before it's even finished, there's a loud cheer. I've been to Mexico, I've been to Brazil, I've been to, where have I been again? Jamaica. And when the anthem plays, before it's even finished, they applaud. So can we applaud again for the anthem? There we go. Thank you, Derek. That's the first time I heard that version of the anthem, by the way. So what we want to do is also give thanks and praise for us being here. Anybody knows that they are a child of a king? Yes. Any persons are children of a king, like me? I never forget that. I always remember every day that I don't necessarily need to be here, or I shouldn't be here. Some of my life challenges. What I want to do is invite a very special young lady, only 15 years old, well, young, student of St. Joseph's Convent. You know, they say children are the future. I believe they're the present. And this young lady is definitely part of the present. I want to invite Miss Alejandra Maria Mora to the podium to lead us in a word of prayer. And you all can feel free to applaud young Alejandra.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we come in unified hearts and intentions to thank you for bringing us to this juncture. We thank you that your project have taken flight and this NGO shall soar like the eagle and prosper in all its endeavors. We ask that you bless the team that you have chosen, that they conduct the duties that you have bestowed on them diligently, with utmost determination, commitment, and loyalty to all humanitarian cause. We ask that at all times they serve fearlessly and with passion, and that they are able to make a significant difference in the lives of all that they touch. We ask for your continued blessings and guidance in our speech and our action. We ask that you protect and safeguard the membership, the media, distinguished guests, and all those that came out to support us, and that you look into every one of our lives, and where there's sorrow, bring joy, where they are weary, revived, where they are lost, save, And where there is confusion, bring transparency. And where there is discord, bring peace. And as we conclude, we all say, Amen.
Amen.
Can I get a round of applause for young Alejandra, please? All right, so you guys can have your seats. You guys can have your seats. Make yourselves comfortable, not too comfortable to fall asleep. We're going to have some fun this evening. We're all Trinbagonians, yes? Yes. A couple of people from away. So we're going to have some fun this evening. I want to invite to the podium one of the committee members of Protectors of Democracy and the Rule of Law. And this young lady is a former police officer. I won't go there. I shouldn't be afraid. I don't have to be afraid. And she's also the head of the finance committee of the NGO. And I want to invite her to come to the podium, say a few words to us. I don't know what she has in store. I didn't see her speech before, so I am not going to give any disclaimer. She's going to give her own disclaimer. Guys, put your hands together and help me welcome Mrs. Jermaine Selena Alvarez Marchand.
Person here this afternoon. I really want to thank you all for coming out. As you all know, we are a new NGO, 8 months. This group was formed by social media. Would you all believe that? Some of us, the first time we'll be meeting in person is tonight. This group that came about by citizens of this country responding to what the Prime Minister asked for, volunteerism. For us that have, we all grew up in Trinidad and Tobago, regardless of where we live. We got our education from Trinidad and Tobago. Most of us, our early training from Trinidad and Tobago. So this evening, I just want to encourage each and every person here to get involved with us. We are not a group to seek money. What we are seeking is a betterment for our generation. We have the youths in the rural areas. That is part of our outreach we would like to do. To go to the areas and meet these children, meet the parents, see how best as a people we can assist them. All of us here, somebody helped us at some point in time to reach where we are today. None of us reach where we are without help. Either it was a grandmother, a father, a mother. For instance, as I look right across, we have a retired inspector, Mr. Walker. When I joined the work, he was one of the seniors there and he assisted. And that's what it is. When we receive, we're supposed to give back. Internationally, I am so thankful for all our Trinidadians and Tobagonian brethren that live away and decided to commit to this NGO. Those that are in Trinidad, I urge you all, let us work together as a team. Because when we fix this generation, the problems that we have today, we would not have it tomorrow. So I encourage each and every person to work together with us. We are a young group, we are not political. We might sound like politics, but we are here for everybody. So that's first and foremost. Do not think that, okay, these people, they are politicians. No. We are people that love people. Our interest is after people to see the betterment of our nation. We have to say a special thank you to Holly, Dr. Holly Mora, because this is her brainchild, and because of her consistent, putting her foot forward and really making it happen. That my team, we had 2 weeks, the finance committee, to put things together. And I must say thank you to the members. They really pull it through. So again, I want to encourage each and every person tonight. We are new. We would like you all to partner with us. We are looking for genuine people. This is not a money-making thing, as I said. We're going to have some cards that we would help, that people would contribute, and it is for us to get started. You know, when you now start, you have the idea, but you need to get. And we don't only need financial. We need people with talents. If you can do, like, for instance, we are in a recession period, as you know. We have communities, centers in the rural areas. We might have people even right among us that could do, probably you can make ketchup, you can make pepper, you can probably sew. We have a lot of people in these areas that they need help. So if you can give at the time when we are going, we'd appreciate it. we don't only want to give people food, we want to teach them how to fish. So when we go out and we give you something, we find out your skills. Where we could have a skill bank. So when we have that skill bank, when I help you, you in turn could help somebody else. And then we will all develop, and in spite of all the recession, we'll be able to live and make this place what it's supposed to be. So I encourage each and every person to join with us. Thank you.
Malchan before Alvarez. So, I have a little surprise for you all, but it just dawned on me I didn't introduce myself. Right? My name is Gerard Basso. I'm actually the spokesperson for the NGO, Protectors of Democracy and Rule of Law. My background is obviously in communications. I guess that's why they threw me into the ring to be the spokesperson. I guess they said that there was no one better suited to do it. Nonetheless, the head table just whispered in my ear that now is a good time because they are hearing some rumblings from, around the waistline there, I don't know if anybody can relate, right? So Mr. Titus, our vice chairman, just indicated to me that now is a good time that we can actually have dinner, and we'll complete the official part of the proceedings as we wind down dinner. And then of course we have a number of special guest persons who are going to be here. I see Mr. Chris Garcia is here already. I understand that a couple of other young artists, upcoming artists, as well as some artists we all already know, are also on their way. So we're going to have some fun after we have some dinner. How does that sound? What we actually have 3 very special hampers to give away, right? And I'm going to call Mr. Kevin Roach, who is our Secretary of Finance, to assist me in the giving out of these hampers. What we have done is we've taken all the ticket stubs and we've placed it in the plastic bag. And Kevin is going to select them one by one. Okay? Kevin said he's going to walk around and let you guys pick. So suppose I want to pick the whole ticket. Alright. We have a 1, 5. Yeah, she can do as you pass. Chris, if you please. Somebody on this side. And social issues plaguing our birthland. Our focus is working in rural and deprived areas in the country. The brainchild of Dr. Holly Mora, businesswoman and international trade specialist. And I know you'll agree with me when I say that the time, there is no better time than now to have an organization, also very youth-centered, as now, to take our country, as I said when Alejandro did the prayer, the youth are no longer the future, they're the present. And this group has allowed for that. And the time is, excuse the expression, but perfect for this to happen. So help me welcome the chairman, founder, and whose brainchild is protector of democracy and the rule of law. Help me welcome Dr. Holly Mora.
A pleasant good night to all distinguished guests, the media, my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Mora, my daughter Alejandra Mora, the NGO team, and members of Protectors of Democracy and the Rule of Law. I would like to extend my most heartfelt appreciation to the finance team, led by Mrs. Jumaine Alvarez, Marchan, I got it right? For ensuring that all preparation was done in a timely manner. your efforts have not gone unnoticed. PODATROL, the acronym for Protectors of Democracy and the Rule of Law, was birthed through social media 9 months ago as an activism group on Facebook. The members comprise of foreign trainees, local trainees, and other individuals from across the globe who have a passion for people and an interest in humanitarian, political, and social issues. We became most vocal in our native countries regarding all issues that infringe upon the citizens' democratic rights and the breach of the rule of law. We found through communication that we had common interests, and if we collaborate via social media, we will be able to make a most positive impact in bringing burning issues to the forefront so that they can stimulate healthy discourse and be kept alive long enough so that the powers that be can address those concerns. Now, whilst discussing political issues is good because it impacts our daily lives, the group realized that there is more that can be done other than challenging politicians and reminding them that their service is to the people and not to themselves. Therefore, for the past 9 months, we have been juggling our portfolios as citizens, wanting to make a change and contributing to the rebuilding of our nation, its image, and encouraging love among our brethren. Life of crime is a journey to destruction. If the law don't catch you, the gun will. To the police officer, respect for citizen and upholding your oath and responsibility entrusted upon you will build trust and confidence among the citizenry. In a nutshell, every citizen has a responsibility to do right by their nation. There's an old saying, we never know where this journey of there's an old saying, we never know where this journey called life will take us. It may take us years to build a business, but one day to lose it all. We do not know what the future holds for any one of us, and we may end up in a dire circumstance and need the same assistance we had years prior refused to give to another in need. So give joyously, live honestly, and if you want your nation to grow, serve it most diligently. Thank you.
Guys, give it up once more for Dr. Holly Mora. I believe everyone should have a wine glass filled with a beverage resembling white wine. Don't ask me how I know it resembles white wine. I didn't used to drink white wine a lot. But guys, raise your glasses with me as we officially welcome into Trinidad and Tobago's society the protectors of democracy and the rule of law. Hear, hear. Enjoying this relaxing evening?
Yes.
That's the itis starting to talk. Yes. I know I have a bunch of trainees in the room. If I say itis, everybody laugh. Right. Guys, as we've been saying all along, protectors of democracy and rule of law is not just about Trinidad and Tobago. And Holly just mentioned our cross-country talent show and a lot of initiatives of the like that we're going to be embarking on in 2016. I had the distinct honor and pleasure of meeting a young gentleman by the name of Joel. His last name is just escaping me right now. I don't know why. I think it's because he just told me his stage name again. Right? He goes by the name Jay Shine. And Joel comes all the way from Grenada. You didn't hear what I just said? He comes all the way from Grenada. And I think it's instructive to ask ourselves, why is he in Trinidad and Tobago? And when you find the answer, you realize what a gem we have in our hands and where we live. They say only when you go away, you get an appreciation for who. So guys, without further ado, I'm going to give you all a prelude to our talent show coming next year. Give it up, all the way from Grenada, goes by the name Jay Shine, young upcoming artist who's going to bless us and grace us with his awesome talent. Give it up for Jay Shine, guys.
Recently, not long ago, I want to say categorically that our democracy was under threat. Democracy was under threat. And I feel like one of them in the back there who was in the madness. Feel that, I feel so. All right, well, enough said about all, but I'm very happy about that. And I like how you volunteered me to be part of it. So in other words, then, she asked me just throw my name inside it. No problem, it's a family thing. And I will support it. You call me anytime, right? Nice. I hope it's not too hard for you, but listen to the lyrics. It's beautiful. Only listen to this. Classical. Now there's a lot of blood running in the drain. Yes, another bullet finds another child again. Another son will rise, another mother cries. Where's my child? But it's all the same, again and again. Every day it's the same pain again. Now when will we learn? Fire will burn. How many times must we burn to learn how? Children, it will worth your while. Make his majesty smile. Let the Ganges
your society because it allows for red tape, bureaucracy, and nepotism. And I guarantee you, God spare life, when we get our media program on stream in 2016. Alright, I'm going to behave. Nigel told me to behave, so I'm going to behave. I'm not going to give them any piece of what radio with me can really be like. But nonetheless, I'm going to break protocol because I'm going to speak from the heart, just as Philip did. And then as I said, no nepotism, no bureaucracy in this room. We're all about building each other and building people and building our society, yeah? Yes. Yeah? Yeah?